So with this nutshell, welcome to the weird, Tom. It made me think of a thought I had yesterday. I was driving and I had just had a terrible morning, or a morning that wasn't meeting my expectations. And I
Mhm.
had the passing thought that not of using, but man, it would be nice to be back in rehab. Just that amniotic sac of
Safe, yeah. So you want to be
yeah,
safe, yeah,
right, right. And with this nutshell, you're discussing how with the broadening of horizons and the kind of you're working on yourself, you're kind of like your life is getting bigger, but things feel weird. And you're
yeah.
talking about the importance of like welcoming and kind of expecting that things to be weird when you're in one of life's many transitional phases. Could you speak to that a bit?
A client of mine I'd been working with for quite a long time, and she really worked every time we got in there and worked on stuff. She was working on professional relationships in her job. She was working on a relationship with her boyfriend, even in her parents, and her plate was full. And she came in and so it was always, I always had to pay attention when she was there because she had a lot of heavy stuff. And she came in I remember because it was I think it was a Thursday afternoon, and I remember I was tired. I said, "How you doing?" And she goes, "Oh, it's been really weird." And I thought, I remember settling in thinking, okay, well, I got I got to get ready for this. What happened was one of the easiest sessions I've ever had as a therapist. And she didn't recognize what it was, and I didn't initially, but we finally discovered it together. She began to talk about things that had happened in each of these kinds of relationships. She had really done a really nice job of effectively standing up to her mother in a situation she needed to learn. She had drawn some very good boundaries with her boyfriend, but as she told these stories, she would pause frequently and just say, "I don't know, it's weird." She was just peppering that phrase, "I don't know, it's weird," through the whole thing. I believe what it means is they're accomplishing the things that they're there to accomplish. But and here's why it's weird, because most of us are not trying to get back to something we once had. We're usually, for those of us in recovery and those of us who are working on any number of issues, we're trying to get to some place we've never been before. It's not going to be familiar. I think we expect that we're going to want to do some kind of end zone dance, when we first get there. I always tell people, listen inside yourself. If something seems uncomfortable and weird or strange or foreign, don't assume it's bad, because we like certainty. We've talked about that before. We like certainty a lot. So this is a real opportunity for those saboteurs to come in and say, hey, I can save you from this uncomfortable place of being in this strange and foreign territory. What I want people to do is stay there. Let's explore the weird, write about it, talk about it, do whatever you need to do, and actually take a look at whether or not it's coming out because you're actually doing better.